Hello and welcome. Today here in the kitchen I'm going to be making some dark chocolate, plain chocolate. We need 3 basic ingredients to make our homemade plain chocolate. In my bowl I've already got 200 grams of cocoa butter. We're going to melt that over a bain-marie, basically a saucepan with some water in the bottom. I'll bring this to the boil with my bowl on top, and the hot steam will melt our cocoa butter. And when this is all melted, I'm going to add 150 grams of sifted icing sugar and 50 grams of cocoa powder. So I'll be back with you in a moment when our cocoa butter is all melted. Oh, a towel, there. So that's my cocoa butter, my 200 grams of cocoa butter melted. I've put it on a tea towel here because the bottom of my bowl's all hot and steamy. And to this I'm going to add 150 grams of pre-sieved icing sugar. You could sieve it directly into the bowl, but I sieved mine as I was weighing it on the scales earlier. So in goes the icing sugar. It's important that you sieve it. You don't want lots of lumps in your chocolate. And we're going to stir that in till it's all nice and smooth. You will get a few lumps forming to start with. Squash them down with your spatula or a wooden spoon. If you haven't got a spatula, it'll work just as well. Mixy, 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 mix. And into that lovely smooth creamy white paste I'm going to add 50 grams of cocoa powder. Again, I've already weighed my cocoa powder and I have sieved it, so I know there's only 50 grams left in this little pot. And in that goes as well. Now it's proper chocolate. Stirry, 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 stir. Just stirring it and pushing it against the sides a bit with my spatula to break up any little lumps that might have formed. Mix it nice and smooth. And there we have it, lovely, smooth, dark chocolate, ready to use. We could pour it on the top of a cake. I'm going to dip marshmallows in this later today. But what I often do, because I make lots of sweets and cakes and things, I'll get one of my plastic trays and I'm literally just going to pour this chocolate onto the tray and leave it to set and cool. Shake it about a bit, spread it all over nice and thin. Give it a tap, make sure there's no air bubbles, and leave that somewhere to go cold. I wouldn't advise putting chocolate in the fridge. When you bring it out, you're going to get condensation on the surface from the cold chocolate out of the fridge into the open air. You'll get this condensation, and chocolate and water do not mix. So just a cool room if you have one, but if not, just leave it sitting out. It will go cold. And in true Blue Peter style, behind me I have one I made earlier today. So I've already made a chocolate and left it to set. So I have this huge tray of chocolate. And I'm just going to tip it. There we go. When it's proper cold, it'll start to separate from the edges of your tray. So now I have lovely, shiny, crispy chocolate ready to make things with. I've got a Tupperware box as well. So I'll take my big tray of chocolate and break it into pieces and put it in my Tupperware container, ready to use. Exactly the same as you would any store-bought chocolate. Also ready to eat. And very nice it is too. that out the way a moment. So having made your wonderful homemade chocolate, you treat it just the same as you would any other chocolate. And today I'm going to use some of it to dip marshmallows in. So I'm simply going to take some of my ready-made homemade chocolate and melt that down in the bain-marie, just like we did our cocoa butter a moment ago. Now you could use your chocolate the minute you've made it and dip your marshmallows in it then. Or like me, you can make several batches in advance, and then when you need chocolate for something, delve in the cupboard and you have already prepared your own homemade wonderful dark chocolate. So here we are back with our wonderful homemade chocolate, all melted and ready to use. I've got myself 2 bamboo skewers, a bag of marshmallows, and a nice clean plastic tray. Oh, and some sprinkles. I've got some cake sprinkles to go on top of my marshmallows. Makes them look pretty and lets me know which ones are white and which ones are pink. Oh, I'll try a pink one first. So I have a pink marshmallow, doesn't matter what colour they are. I'm going to dip that in our chocolate. I'm slowly rolling the stick round while the chocolate excess drips off our marshmallow. I'm going to use my second stick to help push it off onto the tray. And there's a little spot where our skewer was that's missing chocolate, so I'm going to dip some chocolate onto that and some cake sprinkles on the top to make it look pretty. Oh, can't get the bag there. Our white one. So the same again, poke our marshmallow on a stick, coat it in our drippy chocolate, let the excess drip off into our bowl, and pop our delicious marshmallow on a tray. Fill up the little hole in the middle, and this was a white marshmallow, so I'm going to put some gold sprinkles on that one. When we come to eat them, I'll know the pink ones have pink coloured sprinkles and the gold sprinkles are white marshmallows. Not that it matters, you can sprinkle them all the same or leave them plain and get a lucky dip. Coated marshmallow on a tray, cover the hole. I can't remember what colour that was. I think it was white. I don't know. This is definitely white. Lots of gold ones. That one will give someone a surprise if I got it wrong. It'll be, I thought you said all the gold ones were white marshmallows. And onto the tray we go. There, now you don't need to see me dipping millions of marshmallows. Wait, I'm too busy chatting, I'm not concentrating. It was a white one. There we go. Woo, lots of sprinkles. Let's have a pink one. One last pink marshmallow. Fill up the little dot where the skewer was. A pink one. Yay! And now to move on to tray of marshmallows number 2. You can also do with your chocolate is actually make little chocolate bars. I've got these little plasticky moulds off the internet for moulding chocolate in. And so I'm going to pour some chocolate into one of these and put all sorts of tasty goodies on the top. So there. Oh, where shall I put it? I want you to see. I'll move my marshmallows out the way a moment. There we go. Chocolate mould. You could use, I don't know, anything you've got chocolate bar-y shaped to pour your chocolate into. So I'm going to pour my melted chocolate into this chocolate bar shape. And then I'm going to add some things off my shelf. Sunflower seeds. No, they're not. These are pumpkin seeds. So some pumpkin seeds, and I will put some sunflower seeds in. And some sunflower seeds, a healthy bar of chocolate if there is such a thing. A few more over there. And I think I'll put a few raisins on there as well. Of raisins, literally only a couple, because that's all that's left in my jar. Are these two stuck together? Yes. Spread them out amongst my chocolate bar. There. Lovely little nutty seedy chocolate bar. Delicious. That's it. Homemade chocolate. Ready to make all sorts of wonderful homemade chocolate treats. So I'll carry on dipping my marshmallows, and we'll see you next time. So bye for now. Remember, whatever you're doing, have fun doing it.